What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Patrick and this is Valor Aquaponics. It is a nasty day out today. Today is Sunday. It's actually Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. Belated, I guess, because this won't be posted till tomorrow. So happy belated Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Keep up the great work. So today, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's pooping white stuff along with some rain outside. Thank goodness for Wisconsin weather here. So just gonna be hopefully a short video. I always say that and it ends up being like 15 minutes long. So but I mean, there isn't too much to report on the new space. There is some work that we've done, but not a ton. Like I said, we do work full-time jobs on top of this. So we found out some issues yesterday. I'll talk about that in the video. So let's not waste any more time and let's get started. Alright, we're going to start off into the break room where all we've done really is some patching on the walls, covering up some holes. And then we've got some of this. We actually picked up the tables and the chairs at an online auction. So nothing really going on in here. This is a nice 5-drawer cabinet. Got beat up on the way here though, right there from the trailer. Here's our banner. We're just kind of letting it, air out and kind of straighten out, get all the creases out. So that's going to go inside of our warehouse. We're going to go through what I call the creepy hallway. Nothing has been done back here yet, as you can see. No drywall. Not yet. Apparently the city has to come in and inspect this. Nothing going back in the dungeon here. So we're starting to see some progress here. So I put one coat of gray on that wall. I just did that today. It's still drying actually. So bathroom, I just painted the ceiling and I just did one coat in there because it looks like there used to be a water leak right there. From the water heater is directly above this. So yeah, actually it's directly above the other. So we're kind of, yeah, it's kind of a mess, but this is all going to get painted. Oh, this is going to be one color and then this is going to be another color. I already had the paint. We did put a new bulb in there. So on this, so this used to be this nice ugly green, light green. We're going to a gray, nice neutral color. So I just finished painting this. It's the first coat of blue. I only went halfway because I'm tired. So so it's going to look great. This hall, just that will be blue. The rest of these will be gray. I haven't done that yet. So you remember when I said that I was going up to Green Bay last week or a few days ago? That's because I went to go pick this up. And the cool thing about this, it's a 78025. It's a copy, scanner, printer, and it works great. Functions. It prints very crisp. There's actually a sample of something that's our logo that we scanned. And I got it for $5 on an online auction. So that's pretty amazing. Nobody wanted it because it's really heavy. It's a couple 100 pounds easy. So nobody wanted it. I bid $5, won it. I just had to drive. It was 4 hours round trip. Not fun, but hey, $5. So this is what we call the daycare. It's going to be for Edward's kids. I am going to be painting that wall blue. I just didn't want to leave it this nasty green color, so we'll do the gray on these 3 walls and then we'll do the blue here and we'll just call it a day in there. We're not doing anything in the IT room, so that's just, we have our internet set up and we have our phone set up. However, we have an issue with that and I'll mention that in a little bit. So here's our office. This is where, so my desk is going to be over here, Edward's going to be over here. I kind of like, it's a whole veteran thing. I like to see where everybody is. I don't like to have my back to the door. So just put the second coat of paint on the walls. So this is going to be good to go. Our desks are coming in here on Tuesday. Edward and I are going to my storage unit, getting our desks that we purchased a couple weeks ago. We're going to be putting them in here. I'm going to get my laptop set up, or not my laptop, my desktop set up for the most part. So it looks great. I love having the window here. It's a big window. It's actually a mirrored window, so you can't really see in from the outside, which is great. So light comes in and we can see out, but people can't really see in. So that's great. I'm gonna really like this window. It's double pane, which is great for these awesome Wisconsin spring/winter, as it was snowing all day today. So we do have some bulbs out there. Not a big deal. I have LED bulbs coming on Monday, and actually that's going to be fun because I actually have to bypass all the ballasts. So that's going to be fun. That's what I'll be doing on Monday, tomorrow. So this wall, it still looks a little patchy or spotty. It's because the paint is still wet. So let me see if I can see. It's still wet. So don't touch. No touchy. So this will look better once it dries, but it's gonna look amazing. I can actually show you the one room where it's fully painted, and I had the door closed for a reason. So this room has gotten the most change because we don't have carpet. So this is the entryway. There's our front door. We're actually going to be getting a window decal put right out here, right outside this door. This is our main door. We have 3 doors. We're not using the other 2. So this will be our main door. And we will actually be, like I said, having a pretty big decal. I think we're gonna get that 6. We might put it up there. We don't know. Just take it off and maybe put it on later. We'll see. So we're gonna have the Valor Aquaponics logo there and our information. But you come in, it's gonna be this big pop of blue, and not Papa Blue, but pop of blue. So it's gonna look amazing. Doesn't even look that great because those bulbs are out too. There's a lot of burnt out bulbs in this place. But like I said, that'll get taken care of tomorrow, at least hopefully for the most part. So this wall is gonna look amazing. This looks great. All this gray. I believe this has 3 coats on there. So I put 2 on, and I think Edward put on a 3rd last night. So it looks incredible in here. No more green carpet. Edward was supposed to put in the laminate yesterday, but we had a slight, it's not really an emergency, but a really big setback I'll discuss in a second. So this room's gonna look great. We're gonna have the aquarium here still. We're actually gonna do a really cool design here on the wall. I'll show you guys that probably next week. There's going to be a sectional sofa here, and then once again probably like a 55-inch TV here. Let me back up for you guys so you can see the whole wall. So 55-inch TV here mounted on the wall with like a credenza here, and then our warehouse space, the lights are off, and I'm not going to walk all the way back there to turn the lights on. But I know some of you guys are wondering, like, how are we going to grow enough vegetables to be able to pay the bills in just this little bit of space? Which it's actually not a little bit of space; it's actually quite a bit of space. I mean, we're not going to be able to sell tens of millions of dollars in this place, but you have to start somewhere. And when you're not connected to anybody that's rich, when you're not rich, when you don't have family members that are rich, you know, you kind of have to start wherever you can. So this is what we can afford. But the cool thing is, we're not just utilizing the floor space, we're going up. So we will have 1 row here, another row here, another row here. There will be 4 grow beds on each side of the row. So there's 8 per row. We call it a mega row. It's the double cantilever racking. So it's going to be 8 rows per mega row times 3. That's 24 grow beds that we're going to have in this space, along with our fish pools, which we're kind of having to rethink a little bit because of a shortage of pools. I don't know what's going on, but pools are disappearing. We can't even buy them direct from the manufacturer anymore. So we're trying to figure stuff out. We're hoping that we're not building anything for another month. So we're hoping things get back to normal a little bit in that time, but we'll see. Once again, we're gonna put koi ponds here with another set of grow beds, just one layer of grow beds here. And these are gonna be our tomatoes right here. So the tomatoes, we're gonna be able to sell for at least triple of what we could sell the lettuce for. At least double, if not triple. So we will do very well because the tomato plants are going in right away, because they're gonna take forever to grow. But before I go on too long of a tangent here, so we do have this other bathroom. It's still also in the works here. So I just put up the first coat of white. It's like this weird, nasty almond color, and it's like somebody had an accident back there. So that's all gonna get painted. I'm trying to persuade Edward into replacing the sink. So that's a whole nother nightmare. We'll see if I can get that approved to get new sinks. Something with storage underneath and something that covers up this hideousness under here. And then I did get a new shower curtain, and we got a new shower head, and I put a bulb. So last time you guys saw it, didn't have a bulb in here, or it was burnt out. So it's still a little messy. We've been painting, as you can see, but it's coming together slowly but surely. So hopefully, the next video I make, I'm hoping the floor is going to be done. The other issue we're having, and it's the big issue, are the outlets. None of the outlets in the office work. Let me get this camera turned around, so bear with me for a second. So none of the outlets work. And when Edward and I went up into the ceiling yesterday, we found out that when they built that addition, or they built this wall, let me quick show you guys. When they built that dividing wall right back here to separate our space from our neighbors, well, apparently our outlets must have been tied into their space, so they ripped all of our power out from our circuit breaker box, so our panel. So we don't have any power to our outlets. Actually, all of our circuit breakers are empty. Like there's nothing. There's the circuit breakers, but there's no wires. So, and they actually have the lights hooked up. It's not to code. Let's just put it that way. So you guys see that yellow cable right there? Yeah, that's not to code. So what they did was they ran a wire from a 20 amp circuit breaker in the fuse box, and bear with me guys here, and they basically just jimmy rigged the lights. They did not disclose to us that there was anything wrong with the electrical. I did mention that cable, and they kind of just played it off. So I sent out an email to our landlord last night. I'm hoping she'll work with us because we need to get the electrical up to code. And that means running conduit, running all new wires. If we did it ourselves, we're probably looking at about $2,000. And that includes doing some extra outlets in the warehouse for like the koi ponds. And, oh, I got a little too close there. You guys don't want to see my corona head. So yeah, I had to shave my head. So side tangent. So we need to put a couple extra outlets. So we figured if we're gonna have to get a permit for all this, we might as well do everything. But we're gonna see if our landlord can work with us to help pay for it, because we don't think we should have to pay for all of it. We did take the unit as is, but we based that off on the knowledge that the outlets were working. We didn't have any electrical issues. Basically that we would have to paint the walls, maybe replace some of the flooring, do some patchwork on the drywall, and then maybe put up some drywall on that firewall. We don't mind doing that for the reduced rent, but we were not expecting to spend a couple $1,000s on the electrical. So I'm hoping that she'll work with us. We'll see. Edward and I can do most of the work. However, we're not licensed electricians, and in the state of Wisconsin, we can't do anything without the supervision of an licensed electrician, and we can't even submit the permit without an electrician on the permit. So we're kind of at a standstill with the electrical. We can still do other stuff like put in flooring and patch, you know, finish buttoning up this room, getting our desks in here and stuff like that, but electrical is going to be fun. So we should hopefully know something by the next video, basically. But other than that, everything is going great. Yeah, you know, we hope you guys are liking this new series. So we're going to call this series, we're going to call it Valor Renovation, because it's going to take about 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks to get everything ready, at least in the office area. We still can't do anything in there until we get the city permission. So, you know, we're just getting everything ready in here. So we're going to call it Valor Renovation. Just kind of go with the Valor theme. And we're just going to keep taking you step by step. I did not videotape me painting these walls, because who wants to see me paint walls for like 12 hours? So I've basically lived here for the last 3 or 4 days. I'm extremely exhausted, so I've worked 50 hours this week at my full-time job, and I've spent 3 or 4 days here. So any free time I've had, I've been here. I was actually here at 8:30 this morning after not getting home till midnight, mainly because I also had to take a test for work this morning. So we appreciate you guys being with us. If you guys want to help out, let's say you guys, maybe one of you guys wants to invest in us. We actually just had a meeting with some potential investors. We have a couple of potential investors that want to come to our little shack here and check us out and talk to us. So if you're somebody that maybe wants to help us out, you know, feel free to, don't just leave us a comment, email us at this email right here. And then if you know somebody that maybe wants to invest, it could be as little as $500, or it could be $5 million, whatever you have. You know, well, we can work with you, whether it's, you know, you want to pay us. Excuse me, sorry, I got an itch on my nose. So whether you guys want to be paid back cash, whether you want to be paid back cash and some vegetables or some fish, we can work stuff out. So there's really no information on the website. But if you want information, email us once again at this email address. Visit our website, which is right here as well. And basically, you can get any information to contact us. You can contact us on our website. Hopefully, next time you guys see us in a week, maybe less, things will look better. My arm is burning right now. Okay, there we go. So, you know, we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate you guys watching our videos, leaving those positive comments. We really, truly appreciate it, especially in this time when there's so much craziness going on in the world. So, once again, for all you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. And just remember, to everybody that watches our videos, remember to be the change that you wish to see in the world. And we'll see you guys next time.